So, I wanted to showcase a game with StarMarck for the Orbital Run league or tournament, I think, rather, that was organized on Battery's server, the Hive FR, France, yes. So it's a core, which is V for vanilla, I think, E for event, L for star allies, and O for high alert heroes. So it's a pun. It's Velo, VELO, which means bike in French. So that's the joke. So it's called Orbital Run, and it's the course at the base event, because there's also the frontier event. So it's events, star allies, and high alert heroes. So two colors, events, and vanilla set. So yes, and yes. So as you can see, I'm the second player. StarMarck is the one starting, and well, there's some interesting things in the trade area. Mostly the brain world, which is my favorite card of the base game. It's just broken in half, and I mean, if you have it, you're very likely to win, I think. So he just takes the oh, of course you can't see what's in the discard or the deck when you're on replay, but that's okay. So he took the he took a post, an outpost that is a bit annoying, I think. It doesn't do much, it just protects you and then you can scrap it, and yeah. Anyway, so I have 5 trade, and well, if I want to walk up to the brain world, maybe the trade partner or the patrol mech would be the best options. So I take the trade pot, and then there's a blue ship that also gives trade that pops up. So now it's StarMarck's turn. Perhaps I should just do next. Yeah, I take that because, well, that's a good card, especially if you want to have the brain world. Then it's my turn. Oh, yeah. Of course, I play cards one at a time, because when there's events, you want to just have one card at a time in case there is an event that does thing with what card you have, like discard them or scrap them or such. So I buy this one again, just the damage, and yeah, as you can see, I already have turn 3 enough to buy the brain world. So yeah, and then StarMarck just plays one at a time, buy the freighter, and doesn't do much. I, however, have exactly enough for the brain world, so I just do that, and then you can see there's an event. You get these 3 cards, and well, since I can't buy anything, I might as well use the Viper. Cool. So yeah, that annoying base is going to make this Viper useless. Yes, so that was happened with the events. You just get rid of everything. And I also get the base because I do want to be annoying. Oops. Skip my turn, I think. So, okay. Not much happened anyway, and I still won't be able to get rid of the battle station. StarMarck is getting a bit scary with a lot of bases that I can't breach through, and that also means that, well, I can't really, what's it called, not only breach through, but also he will have more time, they will have more time, I don't know the agenda, they will have more time to set up and get a better deck than I have. Because I only have trades, so it's kind of a hit or miss, I guess. So yeah, I get that because it will help me to destroy this one and buy some good stuff, and then I draw the Brain Ward. If the Brain Ward had been the last card, I would have lost my mind. So yeah, getting those heroes, they're good enough, I guess. They do stuff. More and more outposts. Outposts are very strong. So there is the Brain Ward, so I'm going to get rid of 2 scouts. Yes. And draw 2 cards. I'll use the Stealth Needle to copy the Battle Pod. Yeah, and get rid of things that I can't buy. So the cutter is a very good thing. Yes, that's Brainstorm. And then we can have more damage. I don't know what way the Stealth Needle does that. Thanks for flipping. And I can destroy that finally and start to do some damage. And as you can see, I kind of take the lead in terms of authority, and that's very useful because I lost a lot of time dealing with that annoying base. And yeah. 6 damage, that's enough to get rid of the Brain Ward. So I don't need a trade bot. I have the Brain Ward, and it's going to do most of the work by itself. I take it anyway because I like red cards. I love them. I'm a sucker for scrapping. And then we have this hero, the Administrator, which will definitely have a bit more damage, and that will help later. So Embassy Elves, they're very useful when you have bases, not very useful when you don't. But they will help me to gain some tempo, because, well, they give authority. But in the meantime, I'm stuck because I can't get rid of the important stuff. I have a lot of trade and my deck is getting better, but I don't have a lot of damage. I have a lot of survivability, and that's good, but I'm kind of stuck. So I have to discard a card. The Viper is the obvious choice because, well, I can't get rid of the junkyard anyway because, well, I would have 3 damage if I... Oh no, I can't even get rid of that one, it's not a good hero. So I will not have enough damage to get rid of the junkyard, so nobody cares about it, and well, I care about it, but I'm going to pretend that I don't, so the junkyard will stay. And I will just have to try to fight the blob ward. So why the blob ward? Because it's one of the best bases. Why not the Fleet HQ or the central office? Well, my idea is that I would rather have a lot of green cards that synergizes with each other, that deal damage, and that also sometimes have a draw a card written on them. So that would help me, and also the central office is okay, I guess, but I don't want more trade. And it says you may put the next ship you acquire this turn on top of your deck, but as you can see there's no ship here, and of course it will change with the following turns, but it's a bit wasteful. The Fleet HQ is also very good, but I want to have more bases. I want to have a base wall, and the Fleet HQ is less good in those kind of situations. So the blob wall will let me either just deal 5 damage with it, which is okay, but way too expensive for 8 trade, but will also help me to draw a lot of cards later on. Also, it's not an outpost, so it can be protected by other annoying stuff like the brain ward, or that one that I always forget that is for free. It's 5 outpost point, and can be scrapped for 5 damage. So it's protected by those, and even if it isn't, it's 7 of protection, which is very good, and it will let me draw a lot of cards. Anyway, yeah, those kinds of hands are not optimal. So they got to scrap them. Only 1 card, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they only scrapped 1. You can also look at the log here. Where is it? Scrap Scout. Cool. So now they have even more bases and outposts. So it's looking very good for me. Even though I have more authority than they have, I have trouble breaching those defenses, and that's going to prove very problematic. Because yeah, even if I get rid of the administrator, I will only have 4 damage, which is not enough to destroy either of those. However, there is an event that deals damage to me and will maybe make them destroy one of their bases. They do not, so they take damage. Yeah, they use this ability and the ally ability here, and as you can see they chose to take damage here. And things are not looking very good because they have 4 outposts with the total protection of 19. So they are effectively at 51 authority right now. That's scary, and I don't like my current position. They also gain more life because they can, and they are winning the long game anyway. So my turn. So I draw, I don't draw anything very good. Yeah, the fleet HQ, because I don't necessarily want to be tempted into buying stupid stuff. So I only destroy, oh no, I don't only destroy, I had 9 damage, so I'm destroying the base at, the outpost at 4, because, well, of course I do, and I'm also destroying, yeah, the one that let them get more authority or damage me. So with 7 I am taking the machine base because it lets me well, gain more authority, not more authority, have more protection. It's kind of like more authority. It also increases the chances that the embassy yacht triggers. And yeah, now I have a garbage hand. So I take some interesting stuff. This triggers so I'm still not in a good spot because here they have +10 protection, so they are in a better position than I am. I will be able to destroy one of their outposts right now because I'm copying the trade bot. It also helps me to scrap more of my garbage. But here I have 4. What do I take? Nothing, because you don't necessarily have to take anything. So more blue on their side. They're actually not doing much damage either. They're all doing a similar strategy than as I have, which is just fortifying yourself to an obnoxious level. There are 40 authority plus all those outposts. However, I have the brain ward and the blood ward, so what's going to happen is that I'm going to scrap 2 scouts, draw an embassy yacht, which is going to be very good with the blood wards, and I will have 2 bases, drawing 2 cards, getting the battle station, and here I'm going to draw 2 cards. I will use the stealth needle probably to copy the embassy yacht. Yes, very good. I'm going to draw more cards, have a 3rd embassy yacht, and just recuperate a lot of authority, +8 again with those guys. Buying the blob fighter is going to be very good because it's a green dude that deals 3 damage and can draw a card if it triggers with another guy. more authority, and then I can just destroy almost all their bases. Oop. Each player must scrap up to 2 cards in his hand, so I'm going to get rid of those 2 because useless. I'm going to do that. Another blob fighter, draw 2 cards. The blob carrier is going to be good. I'm going to do that. More heroes is going to be good. Trying to make them discard as much as possible. I don't really need this card. I know it replaces itself because it makes you draw a card anyway. The less options my opponent have, the better it is for me. So I'm not going to buy the alignment bot because I don't care about it. When did I buy this one for office? Well, I missed that I bought probably in the same turn that I had like 20 trade or something. I'm going to look up how much I had. But that's going to be funny because I'm going to be able to draw the card that I put on top. Unfortunately for me, they are able to destroy all my stuff. So I'm drawing a card and getting rid of the coupler because not useful enough. Drawing more cards. Drawing more cards. This game. I'm trying to watch replay. Oh. Oh, okay, my bad, I'm just stupid. Having even more trade. Right now, trade is irrelevant to me. The things that I want to buy, I have already bought, and I just have to get more damaging things that, like the Ram. Very good. Also, it gets on top because of the central office, and I could have gotten it with this, and there's a lot of things that I could have done better on that time. But anyway, I'm back to 51, and I have an outpost, a normal base, and cards that draw cards in hand. But I'm going to discard some of them, maybe. Only one of them. 2. So I'm going to discard some less than ideal cards. I want the Pact Warship, but I don't have the money for it. But right now, things are going better, but it could still go badly. This is a less than good hand. because now I am not sure how to get rid of those and continue pushing forward. So the reason why I kept the blob wheel rather than the trade pod is that, well, the trade pod wouldn't have done much by its own, and the blob wheel, well, it presents damage that they will most likely want to get rid of. But almost skipped the turn. So popping the cutler, it gives me more damage, it gives me more authority, so it's a better option than popping the Imperial Fighter. So getting rid of those two and just dealing 1 damage. So I'm not scraping the blob wheel because I don't care about anything here, and I don't want my opponent to get anything good. Here, well, I'm going to be able to draw more cards. Which is going to be useful to get rid of this. So, heroes are usually a good buy. Well, I mean, a good thing to buy. Because it lets me trigger my ally abilities on following turns. And there we have some very nice stuff, like a lot of cards drawn that will inevitably lead me to more card draw. I'm just drawing cards at this point. Yes. So I'm getting rid of this base because I really don't like it. Maybe this could have been something to put on top of my deck, but whatever. So just drawing more cards, continuing to draw cards, putting this one on top of the deck, then drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Very good. Drawing one more card. But as you can see, even though I've drawn like my whole deck several times, I'm not doing a lot of damage because, well, it's just small things and my opponent has outposts all the time. Like it's crazy, but my how's it called? My deck isn't performing as well as I'd hoped to. However, I have lethal because there is the battle station. You know, the one thing that I said was an annoying base at the start of the game. Do I have other ways to draw? No, it's really my only kill option is this thing. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so my commentary at the end was a bit dubious, but I haven't really I wasn't really sure about what was going on. It's been like 2 days, I think, since I played this game. Um, and well, it was very grindy. Like it took something like what time is it? I drew so many cards. Turn 35. So divided by 2, 36. So 18 turns in total. Um, that's a lot. It's obviously not the longest game ever, but because I think that's someone on the Star Realm Discord server had over 80 turns. I mean 80 as in 80 total, so 40 turns per player, something like that. But still, it it was very grindy, and even though I have a 50 points difference, it was really difficult to get there. But the brain ward on turn 3 was very good. But, okay, well, that's it for this little post-game analysis, I guess. I think I'm going to try to find some stats about it that I can show on editing, and yeah,